Oh, you're right. Actually, Linne, right?
Yeah. Everyone else is wants to be at a range of some sort.
Yeah, yeah.
So let's see how Clim does here. Clim, I know, is very seasoned across multiple games too, right? Or does Clim only play Unist?
He's played Street Fighter 4 and some Street Fighter 5 as well.
Okay, that's where I know his name from. I could have swore I heard his name in other things.
Yeah.
Because I'm wondering, Batista is a unique flavor of garbage to deal with. I mean garbage in the utmost loving way here about
cutest
Batista.
Garbage.
Yes, the cutest garbage gremlin that I never want to have to fight. And I feel like if you've played a lot of anime games that you may have encountered something somewhat similar in that regard.
Right, yeah.
And I don't know what Clim's game experience is like. But Clim may have also fought a lot of Batistas in Unist itself. I'm not sure.
Yeah, so he lives in Vancouver and he has access to Drunk Suika, who's a really good Batista.
Okay.
As well as his brother is the Subrosian, who beat Goichi at one of the...
Oh, wow, beat Goichi.
Yeah, who is also a Batista player. And so, he understands the matchup pretty well, I would say.
Got it. So, okay.
So I think he feels pretty confident going into this match.
All right. I respected the players going into the costume purchasing to make sure that they have their appropriate attire. It is the winners finals. You two have earned your place here. By all means, please do so.
It's very important to have your costume when you are playing on
Wait,
stage.
then White Beast didn't even pick that costume. At least I don't think White Beast picked the costume that they just bought.
Maybe they're just doing a button check.
Deep-seated mind game.
Actually...
Clim is using the costume that he bought. Okay. I'm thinking...
Maybe he just forgot. Well, I don't know.
I'm gonna have to check the footage. All right. I guess they already button checked, or they're just confident with how things are, because it looks like they're getting right down to it here.
Yeah, so I think we're going to see a lot of them kind of zoning out Batista.
Yeah, this one, if we had a match that was going to run to the timeout, this is the one.
This is the one, yes.
Yeah, because it's the winners final, so ostensibly we can assume that it's the two strongest players that we have here. At least that's what a tournament means. And then it's also two characters that are willing to take their time before they want to get in. So, and they both want to play for the Vorpal cycle, because in this sort of situation where you're going to have to dash block through each other's long-range options, you want that ability to CS, so if you see a bad thing or if you get a weird hit that you weren't expecting, you can convert it and stuff like that. So I would expect to see a lot of playing around the Vorpal cycle in this one, more so than we saw in some of the other matches.
Yeah, and it's kind of interesting. Both characters are very comfortable being far away, but also just being really close as well with their pressure.
Ooh, I like that. The EXDP there in the middle of all that, just to say, nope, I do not want to deal with this, and I'm out of here.
Yeah,
force function
anti-air. Giving Clim the first round.
Nice job, Clim. That was nice and clean compared to the last round we saw. Now, Clim, there is also the side note of White Beast fought a different Phonon before playing Clim here, so there is a degree of adjustment that might be having to take place there.
Right, yeah, different play style. And the previous Phonon didn't feel as comfortable, I think, dash blocking, and so Clim...
Yeah, extremely patient here. Like, I'm seeing a whole lot of no buttons, which is good in this case.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, sometimes the do nothing is the best option that you have. Ooh, these Phonon combos. Oh,
casual
God.
4.2K, 4.3. Great break for some reason. Not really sure what happened there. Maybe he jumped up.
That was peculiar.
Jump up.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Intriguing. There's the back off again. Both players content to try to back off and think about how they're going to try to make the next approach here. Batista gets out of the corner, but I think that's fine, because if Phonon doesn't really want to approach anyways, then it's okay if Batista gets out of the corner.
Yeah. I think he's kind of comfortable with wherever Batista is on the screen right now.
Oh, the double assault catches, but it's an assault, so it's not going to be able to get a ton of damage here, and we're starting to near the time on the clock where it starts to get a little bit dicey. We're only going to have one more Vorpal cycle after this, but that's going to close it out right there. Not respecting the force function anti. Whoa, what?
Whiffed.
Whoa, the stream. Yo, the stream's flipping out.
It looked like it was about to hit.
This is really up. Yeah, okay. That was the only way in.
Apologize for that. I really thought the match ended.
Yeah.
Oh no, I thought
it should have, right?
We thought it was going to end too. I was also surprised. It was just a very weird circumstance where the infinite worth is going on, and then the stream starts just wiping over. Oh my goodness. It's one of those meta reality breaking animes.
Yeah, I think the IW doesn't quite go full screen like he was anticipating.
Yeah.
Even though it looks like it should.
I was really surprised that didn't hit, because it looked like it should have been a guaranteed setup there.
Game 2, though, catches him with a charge jump C.
Ooh, are we at 3 out of 5 on this one, too?
I believe we are. Winners finals?
Yeah, it's winners finals. Yep. So I would expect it's 3 out of 5. So we are in for a longer set here. I'm excited, because this is a fun match to watch.
It is, yeah.
So,
And White Beast, too, adjusting pretty well into the second game here. Having Clim in the corner, about to get...
Big, juicy gym combo. Those look sick. I love watching those things. Catches with the EXDP there and gets the corner position swapped, but then just flash kick right back at you with the
flash
CS.
Kick, yeah.
Oh, CS flash kick, a thing of beauty. Batista's sitting on 200 bar here, so Batista can assert control of the game board here in a couple different ways. However, it is round 1, so you don't necessarily want to cash out those resources. Clim sitting on like 6 blocks of grid here. Ooh, CS is after the DP. Going to be able to get a nice chunk of damage off of this one. Probably somewhere in the vicinity of, I was going to get a little more, but ops to Vorpal, I think there, or charge rather, to get Vorpal.
Yeah, that was really
Batista's
smart.
going to close out the round here, though. It was a smart call to get the Vorpal, but the choices after that just didn't work out.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's how it goes. You can make the right choice now, and then you don't make the right choice the next second. It doesn't mean that the first choice was a wrong choice. It just didn't sequence out appropriately.
Right, yeah, you know, you can still make the right choice and just have questionable implementation of that choice.
Yep.
So that doesn't mean it's wrong.
Yeah, that's something that you see with a lot of advanced players or experienced and seasoned players who are strong at games, is they will recognize that they made the right choice, but it just didn't work out in that moment, and they don't beat themselves up over it. I feel like a lot of newer players, when they make a right choice that didn't go their way, they were like, no, it was never the right choice.
Yeah, they then try to change up their game plan. and
Yeah,
their choices.
exactly. As opposed to just like, no, just take the same idea, just tweak it ever so slightly.
Right.
And Clim here seems to be doing okay for themselves, getting a nice bit of damage here on Batista and able to take control of the board again. Batista tries to pirouette out. Ooh, that was a risky dash C there. Gets caught, and should be the round.
All right, 1-1.
I didn't want to say for sure after what happened last game.
Yeah. This might actually be the round, but I'm not sure.
I'm not totally sure yet, so I gotta wait. All right, so this is potentially no, not match point yet because it's 3 out of 5. So this would be put the advantage solidly in Clim's hand if Clim wins here, and then White Beast has a whole lot to make up for. Good throw.
Counter throw.
Good throw there.
Tried to reversal DP, but White Beast blocked it. Just didn't.
Yeah, White Beast was ready for it there. I think Clim might have thought that White Beast was going to go for the gym pop.
Yeah.
As had happened a little bit earlier, and it just, at this time around, White Beast was like, nope, I have the right read that you're going to go for that.
Yeah, that's just, you can kind of see the adjustment there, right?
Yeah, they're starting to learn the layers of each other's patterns and sequences, and we're starting to see the shuffling of options within that.
Yeah,
it's very fun
really
to see.
it with White Beast taking the second
Oh
game
yeah,
there,
we are in
actually.
for a set. I like this. 1-1 winners finals. Exciting.
Let's go, yeah.
Let's go. Yes.
It's never fun when it's just the dominant winners final.
Oh yeah, especially because getting that like clean, quick 3-0 is like, oh well.
Well,
We were all here.
the game.
That's what happened in Marble 3 yesterday. It was a very high tier team versus a low tier team, and it was.
Oh.
It was all fun and games until the high tier teams came out. All right, so back at it here. Batista with a jump back fireball, trying to keep a screen position here. Oh, that's getting loud. Okay. Gets caught with the gym. Gym explosion's going off. Going to get another setup here. Right back into the gym pressure.
Yeah, strong start for White Beast.
I feel like there was a way to keep that pressure there as opposed to relinquishing it after the gym into the 6-6C.
I wonder if he was just kind of aware of Clim having CS, so he wanted to back off.
That's true, because, Clim could have CS there and somehow adjusted it. I am shocked that Clim won that Vorpal cycle there, because that looked so close.
It was very close.
Wow. Oh, catches of the air confirmed there. Going to be able to set up for some damage into potentially a knockdown here. Oh, no, it gets
About
the...
4K.
Oh, I thought it was going to be the air knockdown, but instead uses the meter and gets the other ender instead. Batista sitting on CS here. Clim smartly was only poking with 2A, so even if there was the CS, Clim was able to recover in time and was far enough away so as not to be punished off of the CS from White Beast.
Yeah,
Smart
White
stuff.
Beast-
Very aware.
He needs to be pretty careful about lying his gems down. When you do 2B or when you just do the gem by itself, you know, it's very unsafe.
Yeah, it's something where if you don't know how to handle the Batista pressure, you might just sit there and hold it, but Clim is clearly displaying that he knows how to deal with the Batista pressure, and if there is a gap where he can throw a button and try to disrupt it, he's throwing that button, which is good. That's what you got to do once you know how to play it. As I mentioned, I said earlier, you have to crack Batista's code, not the other way around.
Right.
Clim is absolutely doing that. So now Batista has to do a little bit of rewriting of her code. That metaphor ran a little deep, but I think it carries through. We got the EXDP there to relieve the pressure and gets a throw. Clim is looking very in control this round.
Yeah, he's just adapting back, and I think this is what we're going to see in this set. It's just each person slowly adapting to each other. So I wouldn't be surprised if it went 2-2.
Yeah, a whole lot of meter here, too, on White Beast's side, so able to potentially turn this into something more. We haven't seen the slow fireball at all in this matchup, like her C fireball that she can drop that bounces around.
Oh, yeah, we haven't, actually. And you know what? Now that you say that, I don't think White Beast uses that very often at all in general.
Interesting. Well, that's game 3 goes to Clim. Score is now 2-1 in Clim's advantage. This is winter finals, so we are going to 3 games to see who wins.
White Beast staying hydrated. He was drinking his water. Drink
Smart
water,
stuff.
guys. And I will also drink my water.
Stay hydrated. Don't get dehydrated. It's good stuff. We're talking all the time, too. Stay hydrated out. Stay hydrated out there for a stream. Take a drink of water and think this one's for Swell and Corey. All right, so Clim puts Batista in the corner there. And Batista tries to get some buttons out, or rather White Beast tries to press some buttons to get out, but Clim is ready for it and able to capitalize and punish it. Ooh.
Yeah, I think Clim is ready for Batista's jump back, especially at round start. Batista kind of seeming like she wants to get away from Phonon.
Yeah, I feel like here we are moving into the position where Clim has figured out what the game plan is and how to handle this, and is just running that plan. And White Beast the pressure is now on White Beast to learn what to do differently.
Yeah, and we'll see if he can make this adaptation here, because this is game point?
Yeah, this is match point for Clim right now. So this is getting a little bit tough for White Beast. If ever there was time to make an adjustment, this is it. Otherwise, it's going to be Clim sitting on the winner's side of Grand Finals, which is a very comfortable position to be, especially after you had a dominating, I shouldn't say dominating, a solid victory over the next strongest person in the bracket.
Right, yeah.
So we'll see. Unless for some reason Linnea is a good matchup versus Phonon, but I can't imagine that it is.
I think that it's not an easy matchup.
Yeah. So now White Beast here, able to get a little bit of space here, but the pressure is on White Beast here because Clim does have the life lead, and while chip damage does exist in this game, you don't use chip damage in this game the same way as you do in other games,
right?
Because it's not quite as threatening with how shield works.
Unless you're Hyde.
I don't want to talk about Hyde. I don't want to talk about Hyde. He's not in this top 8. We're not going to talk about Hyde.
Okay, all right. So Batista and Phonon, though. So Batista's getting a lot of damage, still in his veil off state.
Yeah, this is looking, ooh, wow, the EXDP because the pressure wasn't rock solid. So Batista here, will White Beast try to spend the last little bit of veil off? Does not. 15 seconds to go, so the pressure is on Clim here to get in. Wow, I am shocked that throw got through, honestly. A second throw?
Will he go for a third one?
White Beast, what is, oh, come on.
Oh, try to jump in. Had to make something happen because
that's
Clim was
a
sitting on the life
heartbreaker.
lead.
White Beast is not happy.